ਚੱਲ ਪਾ ਹੁਣ good evening good evening good evening ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਣਾ does it want to work and good evening good evening good evening there we go welcome to Biggie Let's Talk episode 39 and tonight I'm joined by an entrepreneur a lovely lady also she is an admin for Asian professionals just like myself on the Facebook group so I'm going to welcome in Bao. Where is she? Hope she's still there. Yes, she is. She's a bit nervous, so I did promise I'll take it easy. How you doing, Bao? You all right? Can you hear me all right?
Hey, Biggie, I can hear you. Yes, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Yes, very well. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, thank you for coming on. Seriously, it means a lot. Howard, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've had a nice chilled out day, had a couple of treatments, and I'm ready for this. I've come back into the salon. So I thought.
Are you back in the salon?
I'm back in
Okay,
the
so
salon.
whereabouts in Heston is the salon?
So I'm on the Crossways in Heston. I don't know if you know the Great West Road.
I know Mohand and I know where the TA is.
Right, okay. We're a road away from Mohand, from Vicarage Farm Road, where your first.
Oh, right, yeah, I know where you are, yeah.
So
I know
literally
exactly where you are.
opposite Sainsbury's Express.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I know, I've lost my... You know what, there's been so many internet problems in the area, yeah?
Ah,
That's why earlier on when we spoke to each other, when you video called me,
yeah.
not video called me, when you WhatsApp called me, I couldn't hear nothing.
Right, yes.
Anyway, so tell us a bit about yourself, Bal, while I sort myself out.
Right, okay. Well, I'm a holistic esthetician. I've been running Beauty Bar for almost 25 years. And I do all things beauty. I've got 9 staff with us at the moment.
Wow.
I initially just started off with 1 staff member and myself, and I didn't have a clue about beauty, so I've trained over the years. I've left uni with psychology, and I thought I was going to go and do counselling, which I did do for a little bit. I worked for a couple of women's groups, but then I've decided, right, this is my calling, and here I am. I do holistic therapies. I do like facelifting massages, that kind of thing. Yeah.
So are you from West London?
Yes,
Born and raised?
Well, born in Southall.
Yeah.
And then I moved up to Hammersmith, and I stayed there for about 20 odd years. And now I'm back in Heston. So
Excellent.
I've pretty much done the M4 back and forth.
Definitely the M4 corridor. And your shops in Heston, obviously, Beauty Bar Heston.
Yeah.
And so did you do any what type of education did you do to be where you are now? Because you're holistic. What are you, holistic?
I'm a holistic esthetician.
What does that mean, Bal? Come on, tell us Punjabi what that means.
So it's beauty, and I do a couple of we do skin boosters, we do injectables, but I also, when it's holistically done, it's done from within. So we look at your nutrition, we look at your environment factors, your sleep, stress, and then we'll have a look at the treatment that you want for you to get the best results. In regards to education wise, oh gosh, I'm still studying. I don't think I'm ever going to stop. Every course that comes up, I'm like, I need to do that. I need to do that. So far, I've done my levels 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've done my teacher training. And I'm still training in other treatments I still want to learn how to do. I've traveled a fair bit when it comes to doing holistic therapy. So I've done a bit of education out in India, a little bit in Singapore, and then out here. So I've kind of blended Eastern and Western, and then just put my own signature on it.
Excellent. What was the education like in India? Was that good? Different?
It was different. It was different. I done a lot of pressure points there. So it wasn't beauty as such. It wasn't a case of nails or waxing. It was more holistic. I mean, there are.
Okay, so are you a doctor?
I am not a doctor. I'm a holistic esthetician.
Does that not make you a doctor? In my eyes, that's a doctor.
Desi doctor then.
We'll go with that. You know when you're young and your parents say, "Parla, doctor banja, vakil banja." So you're basically a doctor, ain't you?
Well, I'm a Desi doctor then.
Okay then. Being holistic.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so what inspired you to start your own business? So you done all this training and everything. Did you see a gap in the market, or did somebody come up to you one day and say, your cousin or someone said, do my eyebrows? And you thought, "Kar dindi
No,
main."
I can't thread, I can't wax, um, nothing like that. I think deep in me, I'm very spiritual. I love holistic therapies, so I've always geared towards that. Growing up, I used to like flick through glossy magazines, look at Vogue
Brilliant.
magazines. Back in the day of like the supermodels with like Cindy Crawford or Naomi
Yeah.
Campbell. So, and I'd look at all this skincare advice on there. So my dad had a shop, so I just helped myself to all the magazines and then neatly put them back on the shelf. But yeah, so I looked at all of that from a very young age, and then as I got older, even though I went on to studying, I'm very into people's personas, personality. So
Yeah.
that's why I went into psychology. And then after that, I just wanted to get into beauty. As my first son was born, I was coming home at very late hours, and I thought, right, okay, I need to find something that has a bit more flexibility. And beauty was it. So I initially started off doing holistic therapies. Didn't go down too well, to be honest. I think I was ahead of my game back then. I guess most people where I'm at wanted to get waxing done or get laser done or get their nails done. They didn't want me to do meditation facials or crystal facials or line chakras.
Yeah.
Um, so what I did do was I put a laser machine in the salon because I had to pay bills, and I done that for a number of years. But I guess spirituality, holistic therapies are trending now. So
So you know the
that's
laser machine, is that like electrolysis?
electrolysis is like little needles. So it's a needle that takes out one hair follicle at a time. Laser, you just run it through. Um, it's not permanent, but it's, you know, semi-permanent, let's say. For some people it works 100%.
Yeah.
Some people, they have to go back and redo it depending on your hormones.
Okay, going back a bit, you said you had a shop in South. Was that a shop in South or was that a family shop?
It was a family shop. My daddy had a offie in Hammersmith.
Okay.
So yeah, never in Southall, but in Hammersmith. So right next door to Hammersmith Palais back in those days.
Wow.
Yes,
See,
long
at
time.
that time, we had a shop we had a family business in Shepherd's Bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was there like in the early 80s,
Right. Our parents probably know each other.
most probably. I won't be surprised because all the upper businessmen knew each other. And I went to
Yeah.
school in Shepherd's Bush called St. Stephen's. I don't know if you know it,
Right.
near just on the actual Oxford Road.
Right. Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Okay, so what's been your biggest influences while you've been doing this?
What in regards to beauty?
Fashion, beauty, fashion, and like in general in life.
Um,
And
I
who's
guess
been
a
your
lot.
biggest supporter?
Right. My biggest influences, I would say, is definitely traveling. So every time I've gone to a different country, I've had a look at how they've done facials or massages. I'm so intrigued, and it's probably my number one because I've learned so much from everywhere I've traveled. It's really widened my horizons. Um, Biggest supporter. Oh, that's a hard one. All my family, all my family. My parents, they've always been like my number one. My siblings, even my children, everyone around me, my partner. Um, I'm very fortunate like that. Even my friends, even my clients, they're constantly like, "You've got this award coming." You know, every single time, everyone's got like my back. So like that, I'm extremely fortunate.
Okay, what school did you go to in West London? Or was it in
Brentford
Hammersmith?
School, Brentford School for Girls.
I've got no idea where that is. I just know
No,
the normal.
well,
I know Villiers, Featherstone, and Cranford because that's
it's
where my
in
family
no,
went.
it's in Brentford, and it's an all-girls school. I don't know if you've heard of Green School for Girls.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's in
Right.
Ealing, isn't it?
No, no, that's in Isleworth, but we're in
Okay.
Brentford. Yeah,
Okay. So tell us about beauty, Bill. What makes it stand out from the rest? There's loads of salons now. So what makes it stand out? Especially in Southall and West London, you go every corner. There's a beauty parlor there. What makes you stand out?
right. Okay. Um, well, there's every single treatment that you can think of, we pretty much do in here, from hair, nails, injectables, you name it, massages, we do. We have free parking all around the salon. You don't get that often.
That's true.
Yeah, we have a bar in the salon. I don't think there's very many salons around me that have got bars.
What, as in
Um,
drinking bars? So you can like, you
yes,
got a bar? Really?
yes. So you can have a little drink.
Wow.
We do pamper parties. We're open 7 days a week. We're open from pretty much 10 in the morning up until 9 in the evening. I've still got people in the salon right now as I'm speaking to you, getting their hair done. So yeah, all round the clock.
And is it busier in the summer or the winter? Like, like you got a party, oh, I suppose you got Christmas parties going on, haven't you?
You know what? We're so lucky where we are because we're right next to the airport. We're in
Yeah,
such a multicultural area. So there's Eid, Diwali, Vasaki, Christmas. It's just like never
100%.
ending. In between that, birthdays, weddings, it's constant. Um, when that season wise, you can't really say which season's the busiest, because I think all across the board it is fairly busy.
Which is brilliant. Okay, you kind of answered the next question. How do you ensure every client gets a luxury experience? You mentioned obviously you got a bar there. How do you keep the client that, okay, the few people that are in the shop now, how do you make them coming back?
I think, you build that connection with everybody that does come through. And I'm a girls' girl. I always have been, went to an all girls school, best friends with my mum, my sister, my sister in law. I think I've got that connection with every single client that I come across. The team I've chosen are very similar personality wise to me. So they get on with everybody. In regards to the ambience, as you walk in, there's candles burning, there's gentle music. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. Like nobody ever comes in feeling intimidated.
Brilliant.
Everybody's just very open to asking questions, and that's a great place to be.
So do you only do people only come to your shop or can you send girls out as well?
No,
Like I know like when there's a function in my house, they normally send a lady around, comes around to come and get them ready and all that. Do you
right,
do
okay.
that? Do you do that as
No,
well
we don't do that because a lot of our treatments you wouldn't be able to do them in the house. Let's
in the
say even
house?
injectables, it
For
it has to be a
insurance as well, isn't it?
sterile. Yeah, it has to be a sterile environment. Insurance wouldn't cover us, so there's a lot of treatments we wouldn't do. So that's something we just don't do.
Okay, so what about like what I just said? So if somebody wanted to get ready for a party, are they allowed to come to the shop and get ready there and you do the makeup and everything? Do you do all
Of
that?
course, we do all of that. So you can come in here. We can do earlier timings. We can do later timings. We can work around the clock.
Brilliant. And what inspired the name Beauty Bar?
I kind of tossed a coin. I wanted it to be very simple, um, for everyone to be able to pronounce it. And I thought this is easy. It says it in the name. We've got beauty going on. There's a bar in the salon. It just makes sense.
Whereabouts is the bar? I can't see it.
I'm in one of the treatment rooms. The bar's like
Oh, okay.
outside.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's outside where people get their hair done.
Okay, how do you balance like traditional beauty to modern beauty?
I think that's what we're all about. I still do a lot of old school facials, the whole steam, the extraction. I'm all for that. And at the same time, we still do like hydrofacials, the latest treatments, microdermabrasion, and we do like
Mhm.
microneedling. We just combine it. Um, if it's somebody who just wants a natural approach to beauty, we'll go according to that. So it all depends how results driven they are.
And what's some of the biggest challenges you face since having this? So obviously you've had your backing from your parents, your partner's backed you, your friends have backed you. Have you had any other challenges?
Right. So many.
Like maybe getting the
Almost.
staff
Um,
or not providing a particular service, and you
I
thought,
think
I have to find somebody now.
yes. I think initially, the very first day that we were about to open, well, the day before, we had a flood in the salon,
Whoa.
um, and that's how we started off. And I was really freaked out. I had about 4 hours sleep. Um, that was our first challenge of coming in, but everybody kind of pitched in. We tidied everything up and had a few hours sleep, got back in and cut the ribbon and carried on for the day.
And what
But
caused the flood?
I think it was just a bit of plumbing that hadn't been screwed in properly, and
It was the bar, wasn't it?
it wasn't.
I
It
just have to come
wasn't
in
the
and see this
bar.
bar one day.
Well, of course, come by, come by.
Definitely. Okay, how do you manage your team and maintain high standards?
Um,
Obviously, you can't be like micromanage them. You can't stand over them and say, "Do this, do that." Or so, how do you do that?
you know what, interview process is my number one big thing. You've got to have that connection with that person. You've got to have a look at what they like doing, what they don't like doing. So I take back about, we do every single treatment in the salon. We don't do full body massages because none of my employees like doing full body massages. And I feel like I shouldn't push anyone to do that, because to have
Definitely,
a happy workforce, that's the only way you're going to get happy clients. So that's a big, like, right, okay, let's have things as smooth as possible. I'm very aware of, there's mums in the salon, so people need certain holidays around school holidays. We've got a lot of flexibility. Times have changed a lot since COVID. So
definitely. And who's been the longest serving? How long's the longest serving person been working for you there?
right now, it's been 8 years, but
Really?
last year I had someone in for 18 years.
Wow. And
Yeah,
how many years have you been open?
25.
That's
25,
incredible.
yeah, 25 in a week's time.
And how do you build your client and your client base and brand reputation? Is that word of mouth or
A lot of it was,
leaflets?
so initially a lot of it was word of mouth. We've got a shop front. Back in the days, we used to put leaflets through everyone's letterboxes. It's been a while since I've done that. We stick to social media now. Not that I've got anything against leaflets. It's something that I'm still like, I wouldn't say no to. But
Yeah,
initially, that's how we started off. Um, Leaflets, a little advert on the Gazette back in the day, yellow pages.
yeah. And since you've opened Beauty Bar, what's been your proudest moment?
My proudest moment is we have 36 awards under our belt. So that's
No
something,
way.
yes, 36 awards.
What was the first one? And what was the last one?
Right. Okay. The first one was for being a skin specialist. I've got the last two kind of came in together. One is for Salon Team of the Year, and the other one is for Laser Specialist.
Fantastic. And what advice would you give to youngsters that want to start up into beauty world?
I would say pick your niche. Don't try and be jack of all trades and be doing threading, doing waxing, doing laser, doing semi-permanent makeup. It would be good to stick to one, excel in that, and be the best in that. I think that's the way forward.
And then move around if you need to.
I don't know. I don't really move around in the salon. So we have a nail tech in here. We have a hair extension specialist here. We have a nurse in here. Everybody has their own role. I'm not a big fan for someone who's colouring hair and then they're lasering, because that'd be difficult. I think you have to have a passion for what you're doing.
Fair enough. How do you stay motivated for tough days? Because obviously everyone has tough days. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you think, man, I come to, right?
Um,
Or like during COVID, the shop wasn't open, so you must have thought, how do you stay motivated?
I network a lot. I do a lot of courses. Um, I do, yeah, I do a lot of training. I read up a lot. I meditate, and I also I write down I write goals, and then I break them down. So if I do a yearly goal, I'll break it down to a month, and then from monthly, weekly, from
Brilliant.
weekly, probably days, and go from there and stick to those goals.
Excellent. Okay, what role does self care play in your busy entrepreneurship role?
I'm all about work and balance. Um, So I only do 4 days in the salon right now, because the rest of the days either I'm working on the business or I'm taking a couple of days out. I believe you need to meditate. I believe highly in spirituality. So I think all these things have a big impact on the person I have now
Definitely.
become.
Excellent. So what's next for yourself and Beauty Bar? Any plans for the future or expansion? Beauty Bar Part 2?
Um, I'm doing retreats, which is a new thing. So we have about 12 ladies, and the last one that was just done was in Tuscany, and we do a lot of meditation, Reiki, we do facelifting massages, and I'm also building my online beauty courses.
Excellent. You're just doing everything, ain't you?
I'm doing everything, got my finger in all the pies.
Why not? Okay, we're coming to the end now. So, did you get a nomination for me?
I did. Figo Verdi. I'll send you
Tell
over
me, tell me a
his.
bit about Figo.
Right, okay. He has a tournament football team. So what he does is he does boys and girls football tournaments in Featherstone. And he's a PE teacher. I think he's won PE Teacher of the Year like 3 years running. He's amazing at what he does. He's also worked alongside the Gurdwara. So yeah,
Brilliant.
great guy.
Fantastic. So, Bao, thank you very much.
Thank
You're a
you.
legend. It's
Thanks,
finally
Earl.
good to catch up with you. So I
Right.
wish you all the best, and hopefully see a few more beauty bars up around in the Thames area, Thames Valley area, definitely.
Thank you so much. It's
So
been a
you
pleasure.
take care. And before everyone goes, oh, I'm not around now until, well, I'm scheduled to be around on the 21st of November with a reggae artist called Sinister Jackson from Canada. But before that, I want to wish everyone a happy Diwali, Bandi Chor, and all the best for the future and everything else that goes with it. So, bye, and you. Happy Diwali to you and your family. Take care and catch up with you soon.
Okay, bye.
Take care, guys. Big love.